While developing the structure of Islamic State, Holy Prophet ﷺ appointed some ladies in his governmental structure what to talk of right to vote. Ladies were appointed as member of the parliament. Ladies were appointed as the officers. Ladies were appointed as the administrators in the administrative structure of state of Medina. Hazrat Shifa bint Abdullah Adawiyya, she was appointed as a judge of accountability court and market administration. Judge of the court. Ladies were appointed as ambassadors, as diplomats. In the period of Sayyidina Usman, Hazrat Kulthum, daughter of Sayyidina Ali, she was sent as a diplomat, as an ambassador to the Queen of Roman Empire. A lady was sent as the ambassador to the Queen of Roman Empire. Quoted by Tabari, Tahir-ul-Qadri wal Muluk. Women were given the offices and responsibilities in military and army services. In military expeditions and defense-related services, they were given the offices. It is quoted in Sahih Bukhari. It is narrated by Anas ibn Malik when Hazrat Aisha radiyallahu ta'ala anha had been performing the duties in the battle of Uhud, battle of Badr. Atiyya says that I participated in 7 battles myself along with other ladies. They were appointed as the military officers in military expeditions. The legal status of women was so much protected and highlighted that in the days of Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, if any woman granted a legal protection to any person in her house, the state was under an obligation to respect that commitment. Hazrat Zainab granted protection to her husband Abul As, and the state accepted this protection. It is quoted in Ibn Hisham. Sayyidina Abu Huraira radiyallahu ta'ala anhu narrates, he reports from Holy Prophet, it comes in Tirmizi as-Sunan. Holy Prophet said, if a woman wants to give a legal protection to the whole community of her, whole community, she is legally entitled to give the guaranteed protection to the whole community. And that would be regarded valid by the state. Comes in Tirmizi as-Sunan and Musnad Ahmad bin Hanbal. Holy Prophet declared this right of women. Holy Prophet said, again Hazrat Aisha radiyallahu ta'ala anhu reports in Abu Dawood as-Sunan. She says, Holy Prophet ﷺ said that even if a woman wants to provide protection to anyone, it would be absolutely legal and it would be respected by the state of the time. Then the women were granted, they had to play a very pivotal role in Islamic society. They were the member of parliament in the parliament of Sayyidina Farooq-e-Azam radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. When Sayyidina Umar, he placed a bill and he wanted to place a limitation on dowry. He wanted to limit the dowry. A woman stood up in the parliament of Muhajirin Ansar and she said, "Oh Umar, Almighty Allah has not fixed any limitation on the dowry, on mahr. Who are you to limit it?" Sayyidina Umar radiyallahu ta'ala anhu asked, "What evidence do you have on your viewpoint?" She said, Almighty Allah says, فَإِنْ آتَيْتُمْ إِحْدَاهُنَّ قِنْطَارًا فَلَا تَأْخُذُوا مِنْهُ شَيْئًا. The word Qintara says, there is no limitation on the dowry on al-mahr. How can you fix any limitation? Sayyidina Farooq-e-Azam declared in the parliament, he said, قَدْ اخْتَا إِمْرَأٌ وَأَصَابَتْ إِمْرَأَةٌ. That a man, he committed a wrong and a lady gave a right opinion, he withdrew his resolution. This was the constitutional right and the legal status and the political position enjoyed by the women, which was never considered in the Western world just 100 years before, which was granted by Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to the ladies, to the women 15 centuries before. And as far as their pivotal and influential role and their participation in the society is concerned, you should know that Aisha radiyallahu ta'ala anha, she was a great muhaddis She was a specialist of law, a specialist of jurisprudence, a specialist of history, a specialist of poetry, a specialist of literature, and specialist of astronomy. This was the level of knowledge given to the women at that time. Holy Prophet gave it. Sukaina, daughter of Sayyidina Imam Hussain, who was in Karbala, she was an expert on literature and poetry. Hamza bin Ziyada, Aisha al-Ba'uniyah, Maimuna bin Saad, all of these were expert on poetry, literature, and various fields of knowledge. Fakhrun Nasa, Sayyida Shahida, and she died in 5th Hijri, in the period of Holy Prophet ﷺ. She was expert on literature, on the history, and she was a teacher. And Fatima bint Ali Zainul Abidin, bin Ali bin Hussain bin Hamza, another. She was expert on fiqh al-Hanbali, or lot of Aimma received the ijaza of Sunan ad-Darmi from her. She was teacher of many Aimma of hadith. Hazrat Rabia, Imam Hassan Basri received from her. Fatima bin Qais, Asma bint Abi Bakr, Salma bin Qais, Zainab bin Abi Salama, Kulsum bin Uqba, Safiya bint Abdul Muttalib, Sayyida Sharifa Fatima. She was governor of Yaman, Sana and Najran. Sayyida Fatima, she was governor of Yaman, Sana and Najran. Sayyida Hanifa, she was niece of Sultan Salahuddin Ayyubi, and she was the governor of Halb. Governor of Halb. And there were more than 80 ladies. Imam Ibn Asakir received ijaz of hadith from them. And then there were many other ladies expert in various other fields, having their own positions. They were granted this. They had legal rights. Holy Prophet and Quran and Islam provided them with economic rights. They had right to do business. When Quran says, وَلِلْرِجَالِ نَصِيبٌ مِّمَّا اكْتَسَبُوا وَلِلنِّسَاءِ نَصِيبٌ مِّمَّا اكْتَسَبْنَا. They were provided equal economic and business and trade rights as the men were accorded. They were granted the right of evidence. They were granted the right of inheritance. They were granted political rights. They were granted social rights. They were granted administrative rights. So a lady in the days of Holy Prophet and in the days of Orthodox Caliphate used to participate fully in the society, and they had a right to vote. When the election of Sayyidina Uthman radiyallahu ta'ala anhu took place, Imam Ibn Saad narrates in Tabaqat, a general election was held. And it is clearly written in Tabaqat Ibn Saad that the vote were taken by the men and women equally. Whether they vote in favor of Sayyidina Ali or they vote in favor of Sayyidina Usman. Abdul Rahman bin Auf was appointed as Chief Election Commissioner. So on the basis of majority vote, Sayyidina Usman was appointed as Khalifa. So in that election, it is categorically mentioned in our books, authorities, that the women had also voted in favor of Ali and in favor of Usman. So they had a right to vote. That's why they were sitting in the parliament. This was the concept